From the moment your dog first looks at you with curious eyes, their world quietly reshapes itself around you. You may see a pet, a companion, or a part of your routine, but to your dog, you become something much bigger. You become safety. You become family. You become the center of a life that will never be very long, but will always be very deep. Throughout their entire life, your dog carries silent hopes in their heart. Not for toys, not for treats, not even for perfect days, but for simple acts of love that mean everything to them. Your dog hopes you will truly see them, not just when they misbehave or need something, but when they are simply being themselves. Dogs speak constantly without words. In the way their tail moves, in the way their ears shift, in the way their eyes soften when you enter the room. They hope you notice when they are anxious, when they are excited, when they are tired, and when they are trying their best to understand your world. Being seen makes them feel safe. It tells them they matter, not just as a responsibility, but as an individual soul who shares your life. Your dog hopes you will be patient with them. The world you live in is loud, fast, and full of rules that make no sense to a creature guided by instinct and emotion. Sometimes they pull too hard on the leash. Sometimes they bark when they shouldn't. Sometimes they don't learn as quickly as you want. But in those moments, what they hope for most is not perfection from themselves, but kindness from you. Patience tells your dog that love does not disappear when mistakes happen. It teaches them trust in a way no command ever could. Your dog hopes you will spend time with them, not just exist in the same space. Sitting near them while scrolling on your phone is not the same as being present. To your dog, time together is everything. A walk that feels ordinary to you can be the highlight of their entire day. A few minutes of play can fill their heart in ways you may never fully understand. They don't measure life in years or hours. They measure it in moments shared with you. Your dog hopes you will protect them, not just from physical danger, but from fear and confusion. Loud voices, sudden anger, or unpredictable reactions can shake them deeply. They look to you as their guide through a world they don't understand. When you stay calm, when you step between them, and what scares them, when you reassure instead of punish, you become their shield. Protection makes them feel secure enough to be vulnerable, playful, and loving. Your dog hopes you will speak kindly to them. Dogs may not understand every word, but they understand tone, energy, and intention. Your voice can be comfort or fear, safety or stress. A gentle word can calm a racing heart. A harsh tone can linger longer than you think. They hope your voice feels like home, even when you're correcting them. Especially them. Your dog hopes you will forgive them quickly. Dogs live in the present. They don't hold grudges, and they don't understand long-lasting anger. When you stay upset long after the moment has passed, your dog feels confused and unsure. They hope that mistakes do not define them in your eyes. Forgiveness reassures them that love is stronger than frustration. Your dog hopes you will include them in your life. Not as an afterthought, but as a companion. They want to be near you when you're happy, when you're tired, and even when you're sad. Your emotions matter to them. They don't need grand adventures every day. Sometimes just being close, sharing the same room, or feeling your presence is enough. Inclusion tells them they belong. Your dog hopes you will care for their body and their comfort. Regular meals, clean water, exercise, rest, and medical care are not luxuries to them. They are acts of love. Dogs cannot tell you when something hurts until it hurts a lot. They trust you to notice the small changes, the subtle signs, the quiet discomfort. Caring for their physical needs is one of the clearest ways to say, "Your life matters to me." Your dog hopes you will respect who they are. Every dog has a unique personality. Some are energetic, some are shy, some are stubborn, some are sensitive. They hope you won't compare them to other dogs or expect them to be something they're not. Acceptance allows them to relax into themselves. It tells them they are enough just as they are. And finally, your dog hopes you will love them until the very end. Dogs know in their own way that their time is limited. As they grow older, they may slow down, sleep more, or need extra care. What they hope for most of the final chapters is not pity, but presence. Your gentle touch, your familiar voice, your patience, and your willingness to stay with them even when it's hard. To your dog, love at the end is the greatest gift of all. Your dog will never ask for much. They will never demand explanations or hold your past against you. They will meet you every day with the same hope in their heart. that you will love them in the simple ways that mean everything. And if you do, their entire life, from the first day to the last, will be filled with something priceless, being loved by you. Love that remains until the end is the quiet promise your dog feels more than they ever understand. From the first day they step into your life, they do not know how long they will be with you, but they instinctively know that their time is shorter than yours. They do not fear this the way humans do. They simply give themselves fully, every single day, without holding anything back. As the years pass, that love does not change for them. What changes is their body, their energy, and sometimes their confidence. What they hope, more than anything, is that your love stays the same even when everything else feels different. When your dog is young, loving them is easy. They are playful, curious, full of life, and constantly entertaining. Their excitement makes you laugh, their loyalty feels endless, and their presence adds joy to your daily routine. But love that lasts until the end is not tested during those easy years. It is tested when the pace slows, when the spark softens, and when caring for them requires more effort than before. Your dog hopes that when they are no longer convenient, they are still cherished. As your dog ages, small changes begin to appear. Walks become shorter. Jumps become careful steps. Their hearing fades, their eyes grow cloudy, and their body no longer responds the way it once did. These changes can be frustrating or heartbreaking to witness, but to your dog, they are simply part of life. They don't feel shame for growing old. They don't feel embarrassment for needing help. They simply trust that you will still be there, still patient, still gentle. Love that remains until the end is shown in how you slow down for them instead of rushing them to keep up with you. There may come a time when your dog no longer greets you with the same energy at the door. The tail wag might be slower, the excitement quieter. But inside, the feeling is still just as strong. They are still happy you came home. They are still comforted by your presence. Love that remains until the end recognizes that affection does not always look the same. Sometimes it is loud and playful. Sometimes it is soft and silent. Both matter equally. As the years go by, your dog may need more care than ever before. Extra vet visits, medications, special food, or assistance standing up or walking. These moments are not easy. They require time, money, and emotional strength. But to your dog, every act of care is an act of love. When you help them up, when you clean up after them without anger, when you adjust your routine to meet their needs, you are telling them they are not a burden. You are telling them they are still worthy of effort. Your dog hopes that when their body begins to fail them, your patience does not. Accidents may happen. Confusion may set in. They may forget commands they once knew perfectly. They may become anxious or clingy. They are not trying to be difficult. They are simply navigating a body and mind that no longer work the way they used to. Love that lasts until the end responds with understanding instead of frustration, with reassurance instead of punishment. As your dog grows older, their world becomes smaller. They may not explore as much or react as quickly. But one thing remains constant: their need for you. Your presence becomes even more important. Sitting beside them, resting your hand on their fur, speaking softly to them, these moments carry more weight than ever before. Your dog does not need grand gestures. They need familiarity. They need the comfort of knowing that the person they trusted their entire life has not disappeared. There may come days when you feel anticipatory grief, knowing that time is slipping away. Your dog does not live in that future. They live in the moment they are sharing with you right now. Love that remains until the end means staying present with them, instead of pulling away emotionally to protect yourself. They can sense distance. They can feel when you are withholding affection because you are afraid of the pain to come. What they hope for is closeness, not avoidance. As their strength fades, your dog may seek reassurance more often. They may want to sleep closer to you. They may follow you from room to room. They may rest their head against you more frequently. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs of trust. They are asking, without words, if you are still there. Love that lasts until the end answers that question again and again through touch, voice, and presence. There may be moments when the responsibility feels heavy, when exhaustion sets in, when you wonder if you are doing enough, or if you are strong enough to handle what lies ahead. Your dog does not judge these moments. They do not measure your love by perfection. They measure it by consistency, by the fact that you show up, by the fact that you stay. As the final chapters approach, your dog's world becomes quieter. They may sleep more and engage less. But even then, they are aware of your energy. They feel comfort in your scent, your voice, your familiar routines. Love that remains until the end means maintaining dignity for them, speaking kindly, handling them gently, respecting their comfort, letting them feel safe even when their body feels uncertain. Your dog hopes that in their most vulnerable moments, they are not alone. That the person who was there at the beginning will be there at the end. They do not understand the concept of goodbye the way humans do, but they understand presence. They understand love expressed through calmness, warmth, and familiarity. Being there does not always mean fixing what cannot be fixed. Sometimes it simply means staying. Love that remains until the end is not about delaying the inevitable at all costs. It is about honoring the life that was shared. It is about making choices rooted in compassion rather than fear. Your dog trusts you to know when comfort matters more than time, when peace matters more than prolonging pain. That trust is one of the greatest gifts they ever give you. Through every stage of their life, your dog offers unconditional love without expectation. When the time comes for you to return that love fully, they hope you do so without hesitation. Not with guilt, not with regret, but with gratitude for every ordinary day you shared. They hope that even in their final moments, they feel what they felt from the very beginning: safe, loved, and deeply connected to you. Lifelong physical and emotional care is the silent agreement your dog makes with you the moment they place their trust in your hands. From that first day, they rely on you for everything they cannot provide for themselves. Food, shelter, safety, comfort, and understanding all come from you. To your dog, care is not divided into categories. Physical care and emotional care are the same thing, because both make them feel secure in a world they do not control. Your dog's body is their only way of experiencing life. Every walk, every stretch, every playful movement depends on how well that body is supported. Proper nutrition is not just about feeding them. It is about consistency, balance, and awareness of what their body needs at different stages of life. Puppies require fuel to grow, adult dogs need stability to thrive, and senior dogs need support to stay comfortable. When you adjust their food with care instead of convenience, your dog feels the difference even if they cannot explain it. Exercise is another expression that goes far beyond physical health. Movement keeps your dog's joints strong, their muscles active, and their mind engaged. But exercise is also emotional release. It allows them to express instincts, relieve stress, and explore the world through scent and motion. When you make time for walks, play, and exploration, you are not just keeping them fit, you are helping them stay emotionally balanced. A dog who is deprived of movement often carries that frustration silently, showing it through anxiety, restlessness, or withdrawal. Rest is just as important as activity. Dogs need a safe, comfortable place where they can relax without fear or disturbance. Quality sleep supports healing, learning, and emotional stability. When you respect your dog's need for rest, especially as they age, you are acknowledging their limits without judgment. Allowing them to sleep undisturbed, providing soft bedding, and adjusting expectations as their energy changes all contribute to their sense of security. Medical care is one of the clearest responsibilities you carry as a guardian. Regular checkups, vaccinations, parasite prevention, and early treatment of illness are acts of love that protect your dog's future. Dogs cannot tell you when something feels slightly wrong. They endure discomfort quietly until it becomes impossible to ignore. Paying attention to subtle changes in appetite, behavior, or movement can prevent suffering before it begins. When you take their health seriously, you are advocating for a voice they do not have. Grooming is often underestimated, but it plays a vital role in both physical and emotional well-being. Brushing removes dirt and prevents pain caused by matting. Nail trimming supports proper movement. Bathing keeps skin healthy. But grooming is also an opportunity for gentle touch and bonding. When done with patience, it becomes a calming ritual that reinforces trust. When rushed or handled harshly, it can create anxiety. How you care for their body teaches your dog whether touch is safe or something to fear. Emotional care begins with understanding. Dogs experience a wide range of emotions including joy, fear, stress, excitement, and sadness. They may not process these emotions the way humans do, but they feel them deeply. Your dog relies on you to provide emotional stability. Loud environments, unpredictable reactions, or constant tension can overwhelm them. A calm, consistent presence helps regulate their emotional state and builds confidence. Training is another essential part of emotional care. Teaching your dog how to navigate your world gives them clarity and purpose. Clear communication reduces confusion and anxiety. Training based on trust and positive reinforcement strengthens your bond and helps your dog feel successful. When training becomes punishment-driven or inconsistent, it can damage their sense of safety. Lifelong care means continuing to guide them with kindness, even when they already know the rules. Social interaction is also a crucial aspect of emotional health. Dogs are social beings. They need connection with humans and, in many cases, other dogs. Isolation can lead to loneliness and depression. Including your dog in daily life, allowing them to observe, participate, and interact within their comfort level supports their emotional resilience. At the same time, respecting their boundaries and personality prevents unnecessary stress. As your dog grows older, both physical and emotional needs change. Arthritis may limit movement. Hearing or vision loss may cause confusion or fear. Cognitive changes can affect behavior. Lifelong care means adapting instead of expecting them to remain the same. Offering extra support, adjusting routines, and responding with patience helps your dog maintain dignity as their abilities change. Pain management becomes especially important in later years. Dogs often hide pain instinctively. Subtle signs such as slower movement, changes in posture, irritability, or withdrawal can indicate discomfort. Addressing pain is not just about medication. It includes providing soft surfaces, helping them stand or climb, and modifying activities. Comfort becomes the priority, not performance. Emotional reassurance becomes even more vital as physical limitations increase. Your dog may feel vulnerable when they cannot do what they once could. Gentle encouragement, calm presence, and predictable routines help ease anxiety. Speaking to them kindly, maintaining familiar rituals, and staying emotionally available reinforces their sense of belonging. Lifelong care also means recognizing that emotional wounds can be just as real as physical ones. Past trauma, neglect, or frightening experiences can leave lasting impressions. Healing these wounds requires patience, consistency, and empathy. For some dogs, progress is slow and non-linear. Showing up every day with the same gentle energy teaches them that they are finally safe. Your dog does not measure care by perfection. They measure it by effort, consistency, and intention. They feel when you are attentive and when you are distracted. They notice when their needs are met with compassion rather than obligation. Lifelong physical and emotional care is not about doing everything right. It is about being present, responsive, and committed through every stage of their life.